Welcome. My name is William and I am a beginner guitar player. So today I am going to continue with my training with my teacher on YouTube. But before that, I'm just going to do a quick rehearsal to what I've learned so far. So let's start with the picking. Okay, that's from Massy Star, Into Dust, and the one which I'm practicing right now is Happy. Let me use the capo or capo. Because I'm happy, yeah, because I'm happy, because I'm happy, yeah, because I'm happy. Because I'm happy, clap your hand if you feel like the wrong way toward the roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along if you know that happiness is for you. Because I'm clap along if you feel that's what you wanna do. Because I'm clap along if you feel the roof. Because I'm clap along if you know it's the truth. Because I'm clap along if you know that this is for you. Because I'm clap along if you feel that's what you wanna do. Because I'm happy. 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 Because I'm because I'm happy. 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 Because I'm clap along if you feel like a runway car to roof up. Because I'm clap along if you know it's for you. Because I'm clap along if you know that happiness is for you. Because I'm clap along if you feel that that's what you wanna do. That's about that. So let's get back to the training for today.
Hey, how you doing? Justin here for lesson 10. Hope you're enjoying the journey so far. Lots of exciting things coming up today. To start off with, we're going to check out the weak finger G chord, which is just using fingers 3 and 4, particularly useful for changing to C chord. We're going to revisit the F chord and look at making chord changes to and from the F, when you should start doing that, and some of the things you're going to encounter, a few interesting challenges. And we're also going to start using the major scale for an improvisation with the third finger. Again, you've got to be careful at this point not to push up
really,
with
really
the
not
little
easy
finger, because if you push up
using
with
the
little
pinky,
finger,
holding the
again, you're going to have some problems. Little finger will mute the second string and bend the note out of tune. So one of the challenges here is to try and get the fingers to go to be ready and to go down where they need to in the air.
Wow.
You know, talking about air changes we've looked at previously. Now, I mentioned already that it's a great chord to go to from a C chord. So you can see if we go C to G using second and third fingers, there's a lot of movement there. The whole kind of hand has to move shape, move where it's at. Whereas to third and fourth fingers, you can see there's really very little movement at all required once you get this chord change right. So to start off with, you want to be just working on getting the shape together. But as soon as you can, once you can play it, you want to start working on just going from the C chord, lift it up just a little bit, move your third finger over, little finger down, and change to that G chord. This is the most common chord progression that uses, or that, you know, why it's effective to use this chord fingering. So it's a really good thing to practice. I'm going to put it in your practice routine for perfect fast changes, just going C chord to this G chord and working on it over and over again, just doing the practice, trying to, you can see that my fingers are just staying in the air and then getting ready and dropping
from
down.
The weak
of course, the position is
G
just as important as it is with every other chord. You want to get them right and close to the fret, not like
string
right back.
on the fretboard.
Okay, you want them to be right up next to the frets if you can.
You can easily
just
move
really
to the C
doing this
chord.
practice, even without strumming, is going to be a good thing. But of course, the best thing is perfect fast changes. So C chord, nice slow strum, mute, get the fingers ready, drop them down, strum. You can check that the fifth string is muted if you need to. Just be careful of that, watching that third finger pulling down or little finger pulling up. That's where you want to try and get them in position to go down at the same time. Another great change to work on is A minor to the weak finger G, because you can see there's very, very little movement there. Little finger's kind of almost waiting to go here. It's only got to move that little bit. I'm making this look kind of easy. I know that this ain't going to be easy for most of you. When you start doing it, it's going to be a struggle. I know I've got, you know, I did my left-handed practice this very morning, and it certainly didn't feel easy at all. So A minor to weak finger G is a good one to practice. F as well. You can see F to G here. This fingering requires a lot less movement than this one. As soon as I do that one, the whole arm and hand position has to change. Whereas this one to the weak finger G, you know, you've got C, A minor, F, G. They're real common chords together. So you can start to see why this weak finger G is such a useful grip. When you're practicing this, do work on getting that air change and avoiding pulling down on the strings. So, you know, if you start pulling the strings out of tune, it really doesn't sound great, and it kind of defeats the purpose of having this different fingering.
It's going to be a bit tough because it's really not easy holding down the thinnest string on the fretboard with the pinky, and I'm not used with the pinky. I guess it's something I have to develop. All the while I've been using just the three fingers mostly, which is the first, second, and third fingers. But I see that it's easy to, if I have to use that weak G, the reason why it's called the weak G is because of the pinky. If I use that to create or to play the G chord, it's easy to move to the C chord. So it's easier to move from the from the G to the C, and move back again to the G, to the C, Although, yeah, it's gonna take some practice to get used with this movement. To move the fingers with this. From the A chord, A minor, to the C, it's not that difficult. You're just using the third finger, moving it up to the 5th fret. Fifth string on the 3rd fret. It's gonna take a lot of practice. Okay, so that's something I need to practice on. How to move and to get my my pinky adapted to playing that string. It's quite a lot of pain, but I guess I have to find a way to do this, to train the finger, the pinky. Cool. So this is going to be my practice for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.